Welcome back to History of Earth 717 characters. As you know, I'm about to start breaking Marvel Earth 717 into the channel. However, I need to cover the 717 characters as a whole. So let's cover General Ross Earth 717. General Ross appears in the very first book of Earth 717 in the Hulk's origin, where it is revealed that Bruce Banner and Tony Stark worked for General Ross as they built weapons for him to use in the field of war. Eventually, General Ross tasked Bruce Banner with creating a gamma bomb. This gamma bomb inevitably transforms Bruce Banner into the Hulk. General Ross sends his soldiers after the Hulk. Hulk easily defeats him and nearly kills General Ross himself. General Ross is saved by one of his soldiers who didn't parachute in the incident. Hulk nearly kills Tony Stark, but after realizing who he is, the Hulk jumps away. The Hulk jumps away. After realizing who Tony Stark is. It was after this that Tony Stark began to take a long leave from the military as he was recovering from as Bruce Banner was Tony Stark's friend. He was recovering from the part when he had died. He was recovering from the part that he had died. This would affect his career in the military as he began to make weapons in more or less to the point where he hadn't been making weapons for months. And he wasn't in a military base anymore. This affected General Ross's career. General Ross went to Baron von Schulken. As you see, General Ross has actually, as you see, he was revealed to be working for Hydra. He tells Baron von Schulken the problem is that Tony Stark isn't building any more weapons. As you see, he's been tasked. He was a Hydra agent and was sent to infiltrate the military to escort weapons from the military and give it to Hydra. So all of Tony Stark weapons he built for General Ross. General Ross was actually given all of the weapons to Hydra. After this, he was given all of the weapons to Hydra. After this, he presented the problem to Baron von Schulken. Tony Stark wasn't creating any more weapons. So Baron von Schulken sent his Hydra soldiers to force Tony Stark to build weapons for them. Tony Stark ends up escaping and creates a suit of armor. He escapes and takes the name Iron Man and becomes a superhero. Eventually, Bruce Banner runs into a Hydra base where he transforms into the Hulk and easily destroys it. After that, General Ross and Baron von Schulken began to ease their movements on Bruce Banner. They eventually capture Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner and use a machine to absorb all the gamma radiation that's inside of him. Bruce Banner transforms into a Hulk and destroys a machine. Which in turn causes a chain reaction, which in turn Hulk ends up going on a rampage and destroys the machine that has energy. This in turn causes a chain reaction, which in turn causes an explosion of gamma radiation. This transforms General Ross into a Red Hulk. General Ross as Red Hulk first appears fighting against Wolverine and Ghost Rider. As you see, Red Hulk wanted to use the Hydra to experiment on mutants and hopes to transform their powers to humans. Eventually, Wolverine and Ghost Rider end up working together and they shut the operation down. He next appears in the Dark Avengers. As Human Baron von Schulken have been recruiting supervillains in hopes of destroying the Avengers. The Dark Avengers fight against the normal Avengers. Red Hulk goes up against the Hulk. Red Hulk was easily able to defeat the Hulk because Red Hulk has military training, while the Hulk is just a mindless brute. He called Hulk nothing more than a goon before easily taking him out using his knowledge of martial arts. Eventually, the rest of the Dark Avengers were able to defeat the normal Avengers and attempted to publicly execute them on TV. However, they forgot to take Iron Man's helmet off. As a result, Iron Man called his suit over, and they quickly freed the rest of the Avengers. Bruce Banner transforms into the Hulk and fights against Red Hulk. Red Hulk is able to hold his own until eventually the Hulk throws him up in the air and slams him back down. He then repeatedly punches Red Hulk in the face until eventually it knocks him down. It knocks him down. Later, Bruce Banner would attempt to find a cure to to anyway, this in turn, as Bruce Banner attempted to find a cure for his condition, and he went to Iron Man, who was with Wolverine. Eventually, Hydra tracks the location and sends a bunch of tanks and soldiers at them. And they also send Blob. Hulk easily defeats Blob, and with the help of Wolverine, they are able to fight against the armies of Hydra, defeating them. Tony Stark is later captured by Hydra, and Bruce Banner and Wolverine attempt to save him. Bruce Banner's attack was also transformed into the Hulk. He quickly defeats Iron Man, and they destroy the entire Hydra facility. Much to General Ross and Barry Von Schuller's disappointment. Eventually, when they were defeated by the Avengers, they were taken by cops. It was revealed that the cops that took Barry Von Schiller and Red Hulk were actually Hydra agents in disguise. But as a result, it was revealed that Red Hulk and Barry and Abomination are still active, resorting to their plans. And that is a history of General Thunderbolt Ross. Now let's go over his powers. In human form, he has vastly knowledge of martial arts. He's an expert with guns, and he has a good and calculating mind. In his Red Hulk form, as for his durability, he's able to take multiple punches from the Hulk, blow some Wolverine, and a power blast from Ghost Rider. As for his strength, he was able to choke out the Hulk, literally using his bare arms alone, as he has enough strength to actually choke the Hulk out, effectively knocking him out. As for his durability, he can able to push from the Hulk and blast some Wolverine, and blow some Wolverine, who are known for having super strength. He can also jump great distances by using the muscles in his legs. Unlike his 616 counterpart, Red Hulk is not able to become stronger or hotter the angrier he gets. He's never showed the ability to get stronger or hotter when enraged, which means that his strength has an upper limit to it. And that is the history of Red Hulk and his powers. Thank you guys for joining me today, and next time we're going to be covering whoever I decide to cover. Alright, see you guys next time.